Hello, this is Dorthea from New Energy. So, I've got a question about what is shadow work, and I found this very interesting. This working with the shadows, because if you look at yourself as kind of a castle, and in this beautiful castle of yours, there are so many rooms. Some are big and beautiful, and some are kind of dungeons. You got doors that are open wide, and you can walk into the rooms, and there are doors that are shut that you have closed. And in those rooms of your castle that you have closed them with good reason. Because if your room was kind of when you were a child and you were loud and noisy, when, for example, you were having fun, you were playing, and you were told again and again and again, don't be so noisy, shut up, sit down, and don't make a mess, then you will close that door, and at some point you will lock it in, because you were taught that being loud and noisy is not good. Then you are not loved. And if we unwrap that, is not being loved as a infant is of course dangerous, because when you are an infant, you are dependent. You are 100 dependent on other people taking care of you. Otherwise you will die. So this is a coping mechanism. In order for me to survive, I have to adapt my herd, if you like. I have to adapt to the family I was born into, or I am in, because of course you can be born without parents and be put in foster care. Then you have to adapt that family. You have to adapt to this herd, if you like. And when we are from 0 to 6, 7 years old, our brain is not developed. We are in what we call a theta state. Our brain are kind of sucking all information that are available to adapt in order to survive. So when it's not even being always being told that you're wrong, it can be, body language. It could be even when, as you are an infant, if you cry, then you will get food. Okay, so you develop this coping mechanism that you cry a lot and you get a lot of food, or you get a lot of attention. And when you get older, maybe you keep on crying, or maybe you keep on expressing hurt, expressing illness, expressing I'm not good, come and comfort me. So this is not things that we do deliberately. This is a coping mechanism. So back to the castle metaphor. So if we were taught maybe this crying out, being ill, being in agony, maybe this room is really big, because we know that if we do this, if we have this attitude, if we have this behavior, then we will be rewarded with attention. And this is a good strategy for a child. However, for a grown up, it's not healthy. So, and when we talk about addictions, in my last video, I was talking about I was addicted to drama. And this is linked to, obviously, when I was a child, then crying out loud, I am in pain, come and fix it. Then my mother would come and comfort me, and I would create drama with my sister, with my siblings, in order to get attention. Um, so this behavior, um, creating drama in order to get attention, is what I was talking about. And the only way I gained access to this knowledge is to look at my shadows, because I have been painfully aware that not all the time, I would say in the last 10 years maybe, I was aware that I was creating drama. Um, so for the most part of my life, I wasn't aware that I was creating drama, but I didn't like it. It was like, I couldn't get out of it. And it was first when I started, I think my first steps in the self development world was shadow work, actually, because it's very, I wouldn't say it easy, but when you're ready, it is easy. Because what is it with the shadows? We are hiding things in the shadows, right? And when we have a behavior that is not, that we don't own ourselves, like we don't want to see it in ourselves, maybe creating drama, then I am projecting it to other people. And I say, oh my God, she's such a drama queen. She's always doing this. She's do, right? I am projecting my own shadow on her. And you can do this your entire life and pointing the fingers at other people and thinking they're stupid. Or you can flip the mirror and look at, okay, she is such a drama queen. When am I acting like a drama queen? So then I am kind of mirroring myself and looking at this shadow I am projecting to others. And I can only do this when I'm totally honest. So looking at myself, when am I a drama queen? Okay, I am a drama queen when my husband isn't paying me enough attention. And I still do this. But luckily I see, okay, this is the victimhood that I was stepping into. This is the shadow I am playing out. Then I am choosing not to do this anymore. So this is the difference between being unaware of my shadows, being aware of my shadows, and acting upon it. So these are the steps into owning my own shadows. And the first couple of times when you look at, no, I would say, okay, the whole thing about shadow work is to look at the sides inside of me that I am ashamed of. And when I look at this with empathy and looking, okay, why am I behaving like this? Well, I am behaving like this because behind this there is a little girl inside of me that wasn't met. If we go back to the origin point of why I was in drama, it was because my sister, she's only a year older than me. She's also a drama queen. I wonder why. We were competitive of our mother's attention. And looking into this, I have such a big empathy for that little girl I was at the time. that she had to cry out loud to call for attention, to call for love. So I give this love and attention to that side inside of me, that feeling that rises inside of me, in that room of the castle that I have been locking down. Opening the door to the castle, just looking in and see, oh my God, that's just a little girl that wants attention. So now, as a grown woman, I will give that side attention. It's also inner child work I'm mixing up here because I combine those two. It doesn't matter. Because when I give the attention to that side of me that had met the attention that she needed, I comfort this side of me, and I kind of put her into my heart and giving her the love. And then I'm asking, okay, what is the gift in this? Because there's always a gift in a shadow. And I would ask this shadow, this girl, what is your gift to me? And this gift is very different every time I do it. And it's all, the answer always comes from a place inside of me. In the beginning, doing the shadow work, I would write it down. I would write a sentence that, oh my God, Karen is such a drama queen when she is at work. She's just speaking out loud. She's dressing loud. She's just, the whole room has her attention. She's so obnoxious. I would write that down. And then I would write another sentence and I would say, I am such a drama queen. When I come into a room, I would be loud, dress loud, and fill the whole room. And I would write another sentence saying, maybe it is because I like the attention and the attention makes me feel loved. And then I would write another sentence saying, okay, why is this important to me to feel loved? And I would write another sentence writing, because when I'm feeling loved, then I exist. And then I would write another, why is it important for me to exist? And then I would write, because when I exist, I am not alone. And I would ask again, why is it important for me not to feel alone? And I would write another, okay, then I would, yeah, that's a good question. Because why it is important for me not to feel alone? Because when I am alone, I don't feel loved. And then, I just keep on asking question until I get into the core of the why of the shadow. And it can be very, it is very sensible, and it's very hard, especially the first times. But when I'm digging totally deep into, okay, I don't feel loved. This is the core. And when I have okay, I don't feel loved, then I just give the love to myself. It's kind of, and that is very low practical, because then I just sit by myself and send love to myself. I hug myself like I would be a little child. And then I would ask, when I have given myself this love, because I am both feeling vulnerable, like kind of a victim, but I'm also holding myself. I'm having a double parted role in this. And when I give myself the love, then there's no hole to fill, because a shadow is always a hole that needs to be filled up. So is addiction, is a hole that needs to be filled up. So when I am filling my own hole up, then I'm ready to look at, okay, what is the gift in this? And the gift is that I get the possibility to take care of myself, that I have the self-esteem and the love for myself, that I am good enough. So I hope that this is making sense. I know that Debbie Ford has, if you're in America or you're an English-speaking person, she has written books about this, and there are loads and loads of people doing stuff in shadow work. It was Carl Jung that originally came up with this idea of exploring sides of oneself that we condemned, and kind of take it back and love all sides of ourselves. And the benefit of this is that when you look at the shadow work in others, and you kind of take it, uh, pull it in and look at your own shadows, then you will be much more social and a much more happy person, because people stops being idiots. And I kind of like that. Because the truth is, with the finger, there's one pointing at you, and the rest of the finger is pointing at me. So yeah, I hope this makes sense. And yeah, write a comment below what your experience with this shadow work is, and create sunshine in your day.